It is now very clear that General MUSEVENI doesn't want BOBI Wine to campaign in Entebbe. I don't know the reason, but he fears BOBI Wine to go in Entebbe. Maybe he fears that BOBI Wine will take over State House before election time. In a letter that was published, it shows that the venue that was gotten by the NUP at the last moment, they told them that it's no longer available. In a letter that was published, it shows reference revocation of acceptance of your request to use Entebbe Muslim grounds. Reference is made to my earlier acceptance letter dated 19th December 2012, where I offered the Muslim grounds for a NUP presidential rally slated for the 23rd December 2025. This is to revoke the acceptance letter which I erroneously signed without following the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council rules and regulations, as no communication was made to the district about the same. Having consulted the Muslim district leadership, I would therefore like to inform you that your current booking has been cancelled and will not be available for the said political rally on the date previously agreed upon. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. Yours sincerely, Twesi Jerajab, County Sheikh, CCR Deputy RDC, etc. So in that letter, the owners of the ground, and that is the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, is coming out to revoke the permission which was given to the NUP to use the grounds. So the purpose of this video, I've come to show you how government is arm twisting the NUP on the campaign grounds and how they were able to successfully block NUP from entering Entebbe, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. He's not campaigning vigorously as he used to do. So he's using state institutions to arm twist NUP campaign rallies. This is not the first time campaign grounds are revoked from NUP. In certain districts, campaign grounds are taken as far, sometimes in the forest, by people brave the distance and go listen to the revolutionary message. So in Entebbe, remember, BOBI Wine is supposed to be in Entebbe now. They suggested that he could hold the rally for people of Entebbe in another district. Can you imagine? And the Uganda Supreme Council coming out to say that they revoked the venue. They succumbed to pressure, because in another letter it showed that they threatened them. In a letter which was written to threaten them, it is as follows. Reference: request to halt proposed NUP presidential rally in Tanda Playgrounds. Received with great dismay that you allow the leadership of the National Unity Platform to access our community playground without consultation of the community leadership, which is completely unacceptable. As you are aware, the land which is under the presidential pledge to be paid very soon, according to the Minister of Lands, Honorable Nabakova, this land is strictly for sports government programs, not opposition politics. If the government gets to know this, then it will sabotage all payment programs from government. We therefore request you to immediately abandon that idea on behalf of all community of Kabala Parish Katabi Town Council. Reject the use of the playground for opposition politics. We therefore request you to immediately abandon that idea. The management of Tanda Playground will face serious consequences. Signed, Honorable Byarugaba Tom, head of Social Movement Task Force. So you clearly see in the letter, it was so categorical, threatening them that they will face consequences. They even reminded them that General Kaguta Museveni had pledged to finish the balance. Maybe they had bought and they had not finished the balance, that he had pledged to pay the remaining balance. So some questions arise. One, presidential pledge is not personal money, it's government money. Everyone is entitled to any government facility and any community facility. For the government to arm twist Uganda Supreme Council to an extent of saying that the playground should not hold any opposition politics, it shows you that in a near future it's going to reach a time that all playgrounds will be taken over by the regime in a certain district, and the opposition will not have no place to campaign. For example, in Rwanda, whenever it's time for politics, the government pays for all playgrounds, even those which they are not going to use. And whenever the opposition wants to hold a rally, a law is passed that you must hold a rally in a playground. At the end of the day, since all playgrounds are occupied, opposition will not have a ground from where to campaign with. This is where we are heading. You clearly see the government is arm twisting and threatening the Muslim Supreme Council that they will suffer consequences. Which consequences? It doesn't break the law. Okay, let me assume that the president refuses to help them pay the ground. I know Uganda Supreme Council is a very big institution. Even if they decided to look for funders, they can't. Part of the reason as to why General Museveni has ruled over us is he uses three taxes. I normally talk about them. One is he threatens. He threatens you with jail. Two, sometimes he doesn't threaten, he acts. He takes you to jail like the way Dr. Kizza Besigye does. Three, sometimes buying. So the Uganda Supreme Council badged into this intimidation because one, they need money, but two, they threaten them of the dire consequences. It clearly shows you what is behind the opposition being blocked from Entebbe. They fear that since Entebbe, by the way, all opposition posters have normally been put down. You just go on Entebbe Road. Whenever General Museveni is passing, maybe his handlers don't want him to see opposition posters. So they fear Bobi Wine painting it red, because today Bobi Wine was supposed to be in Mark in the Saragawa, then later to Entebbe. I'm not sure that they will get a venue, because venues must be sanctioned by the police. At the end of the day, they will tell them that you never got in a venue. For me, my prayer is, one, this evidence must be used in court in a most likely event the Electoral Commission comes out to announce General Kaguta Museveni, so that they understand that arm twisting the opposition, it brings about the unleveled ground. Yet in a political season, it is so unfair that the regime is arm twisting state institutions and by their private and communal playgrounds to not host opposition. To an extent, in the letter, someone points out that it should not hold any opposition politics. These people should know that Uganda is full of us. Uganda can be enjoyed by all parties, be it those in government, be it those in opposition. It's so unfortunate. And I don't know, since Bobi Wine is going to be there today, I don't know if by today they would have gotten another venue and put up the stage, and it will be used as a conduit to block this rally. I pray that Bobi Wine forces himself into Entebbe to hold a rally. Of course, that's my opinion. Remain yours truly, Mr. Makindi, Kabir Sulaiman Mawagali. I will see you on another one. Peace.